For sure, I think this is the deepest team. Terry told me I'm not allowed to talk about projected win totals in this press conference. So,
thank you.
What I'll say is that I think that every iteration of the roster, including year one, we've exceeded expectations. I do think the addition of Festus puts additional pressure on the team because it looked like there might have been a hole in terms of skill set on the defensive end that we've now shored up, obviously. Gives us more depth. I think we saw that last year. There wasn't a big fall off. The way Terry managed the rotation, we went from having one of the weakest benches in the league the year before to having one of the strongest. And, as Festus comes from a strength in numbers, kind of background, I think that's what we're looking to do here. I think it's a complete roster. I think we have a lot of answers. I think we cause a lot of problems for people. What I'm most proud of more than anything is, everyone that's met, when Evan got here and Shabazz and now Festus, is just what unbelievable people they are and how seamlessly they're going to fit in to our culture. And we talk about that, and it's not just hyperbole. It really means something to us, and it's something we are proud of. And, I think we want to continue that. And we didn't want to jeopardize what we've built culturally here in terms of the character level of the players we had just because of names and free agents. We want to be able to bring in people that fit that model, that we're going to appreciate how our guys behave, how they treat one another, how they accept their roles, and the ambassadors they are for this organization. So that's what I'm most proud of, is that we didn't sacrifice our ethics or our moral compass as far as the kind of people we brought in and still constructed what we think is going to be a very competitive roster. We're capped out. The deal with Festus, we gave him every dollar of remaining cap room. As you saw, we had to waive Cliff today in order to create additional, cap flexibility there. So we are. It looks different because the cap holds are still on the books for our restricted guys. But yeah, we are capped out. If my math is correct, we now have 15 guys, and we're not going to get any roster exemptions or any more cap room. So my spending days are over.
So in that regard, how do you feel about how it played out, at least up to this point?
I feel good. Look, there are a lot of things you guys aren't privy to. There's a lot of conversations when we look at the roster, how we're going to build the roster. There's a lot of speculation, a lot of it unfounded, a lot of names on lists that were never viable or we never had any interest in. So, I can tell you that we're very pleased with where we ended up. We had targeted certain guys in free agency. During different points of the process, we were able to be aggressive. Later on, we had to be more reactive because of our cap situation. But I think we maximized the cap flexibility that we had by the fact that our restricted free agents were on cap holds. And like I said, with the cap explosion combined with the cap holds, it allowed us to go be aggressive in building the roster without jeopardizing the ability to keep the core intact, which was the key.